Hello, hello. Okay, great. This is what God said. Like some people believe that if you're not this, that, or the other, that the divine doesn't believe in you. They do. They believe in you. Divine believes in you. They're asking you to come out of your shell because you know what? We are not chrysalis. This is the deal. We started out as butterflies. Yes, we do. I'm sorry. Um, Let me rephrase that. We start out in the world as caterpillars. Duh. You gotta crawl before you walk. But then once we start really finding out what is exactly in ourselves and we start crawling, is there anything you can do? Once I have wings, I can fly anywhere. Don't start doing this to me, please, Spirit. I don't want to just yawn all night. Once we have our wings, we can fly anywhere. Look, it's about to come out again. No, we can fly from the north to the south to the east to the west. So, how do you choose if you choose yourself? Where do you choose to fly if there's not an opinion of anyone else? What if somebody said you could have perfection, great, or good? But what about that middle line of the triangle? Oh my God. Stop, Spirit. Stop it. I know a spirit because I don't yawn unless you're trying to send me a message or I'm delivering one. That's when I'm yawning, is when I'm delivering a truth. What if there's no one else but you? And you have to rely on yourself. And you have to respect the fact that you're a human being and you deserve everything. What happens then? What happens when you can't rely on your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousins, or your friends? Most people don't understand where they come from. No one should I have ever heard. How do you not understand that this is a message you really need to listen to? This is a message like a gangster say from the 33rd. If you have nothing left, where are you going to? You want to go to these readers and other things that's going to give you solace, but that's not how it works. The solace is within you. The solace is when you build up yourself from bad to great attitude. When you see yourself as a great attitude and you look at everybody else and you say, I've been arguing with you for such and such, such and such. Now I'm done with it. What I said is what I said. Now deal with it. God gives us promise. Like God, people take promise for granted. He says, I will always be by your side, like the sands of time. But what if your time has a limit or your time is endless? Then what? How do you say, I'm this, I'm that, if there's no start and no beginning? 5:55 on the clock. You're striving after something that doesn't mean nothing. 6:06 on the clock. The truth is that, and I don't stop my words just to make my words make sense. Fuck that. 6:16 on the clock. These are words I never wrote down. This is the only thing I have on my book. I don't need that. What if you went to college and never got an education? What if you did something for the world and never got validation? What if you did something for somebody and they said it don't mean shit? Like you ain't nobody, and ain't nobody, and you ain't nothing left. What if? The thing is, if I live my life on what ifs, I never get nowhere. Because the promise of what if is what if nothing works out, and what if everything does? 7:33 on the clock. So what if? What if? What if? I live my entire life by the social justice. Oh God, Jesus, please stop, universe. Social justice and what I believe is right. 8:08 on the clock. I believe if I meet a married woman, you just don't steal a married man's wife. I just believe that. If she don't show herself as married, how am I supposed to know a strife? If she shows up as I got something else going on and things go wrong, I'm sorry, sweet love. It's life. Well, should I question you? Yes. What you doing? What's going on? Where you been at? Because the reason why you get these questions, because you don't ask yourself, what am I worth? Why do I have to step out 9:33 of what I thought was perfect? If it's so perfect to you, then why should you, she, he, or anyone else step out of your self-worth? I'm sorry. They don't respect me then. They don't understand. They don't love thyself. To thy own self be true. That's where American bands then come through. Because we're an American band. That's the truth. People act like they lost their self-worth. Like they don't know what's right. No. The problem is, at the end of all of this, is what they've been taught, they scooped to the side. Act like it doesn't matter if they do this. It doesn't matter if they do that. It doesn't matter if they matter of fact. No, it does. It matters if you know better. I don't know why I'm tapping my foot right now, but it means something. It matters if you know better. If you know better, 1133, why don't you think it matters? If you know better than to create conflict, chaos, you know better than to go love someone to your hardcore and go get pregnant by another nigga. Excuse my language. Another person. I dealt with that today. If you knew I was there to stay, why would you placate, act fake, tear me down, act like I wasn't nothing? Why would you call upon my weaknesses instead of call upon my strengths? And I said to this person, you know what? The problem is he didn't know how beautiful you was, kind and generous. And now you're trying to come back and knock at my doorstep because he's created something at 12:55 that he's not willing to do nothing and stay with. He was using you for your money like you used me for mine. I want to cry. I want to cry. I want to cry for that person because it's happening all around the earth. It's not just that one. Your mama could talk you into something that you can't get out of. Your daddy can talk you into something that you should. Your daddy can also talk you into providing his habit. Your brother can talk you into whatever he wants. Everybody wants something. Or have you ever closed your ears and said, no, not me? Especially if you're empathic. You live a life of sympathy. Somebody can always take your security away. Your security, like, because one day they could meet somebody, not you, and what you were trying to build is here today, gone tomorrow. Those people that act like I don't see you. No, I may not see you, but I see into me. Am I willing to accept what you do? Not really. Because this is a game and a crime and a shame to you. This is your shame, not mine. And I'm not going to carry that grapevine. I'm not going to put myself on a back pedestal so you can be a rose. I don't give a fuck about what feebles, energy, or lies you told. The thing is, I'm just me. Can you accept me? That's why we're not together. It's in order to accept my cup. You have to have a cup to get with two of cups. You have to have something. If you don't have a cup and I keep offering my cup and you ain't offering anything, that means you don't have nothing to give. It's your heart, mind, soul, and everything else is blocked. So is your willingness. That's the important part is, are you willing? Are you willing? Are you willing to give somebody the spot to love you enough? I got enough love to give. I'm not a bullshit ass person. I'm a gift. So are you willing? Are you willing? Are you willing to stop off that pedestal you put yourself on? You put yourself on. Because the people that you think you're impressing, these motherfuckers is monotone. Every time you hear them, it means nothing. Are you here for yourself? Then be God's blessing. Because if you're not here for yourself, how can you adhere to the person that wants you? How can you drop that ego to say, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you. I love you. I honor you. I adore you. And sometimes that person is yourself. I'm here for you. I honor you. I adore you. We are both blessed. Us, you, I, and myself. That's a threesome. Who is I? Who are you? Put other people's opinion on a fucking shelf. Because if somebody's gonna tell you what you gotta be, and you let them win, then you can't be nothing else. But one thing I can say is, and this is a poem to everybody, and I don't have to write a damn thing. Ain't shit on this book. Love yourself first before self is took. Because it's not about lying and relationships and friendships and nothing else. Because the ship has sailed. If you don't, Three of Wands, get on that boat. No one's lying to you. I'm here to give you hope. Stop, live by. Because if I don't have no hope, I will one day find the person that I'm meant for. Then these words, and the truest of them, I never spoke. I'm a queen and a king and empress of my castle because I live here alone. Why does nobody get this? In the astrodome. Not in the 3D, but in the astral. That third eye memory. Why don't you get this? Why don't you understand? Why are you too stubborn to see it? You don't need nobody from the past, from the present, or from the future. It's not about what you're going to get. It's about what they're willing to give. If I shut down my whole universe, can I still love you? And you love me? I doubt that, Paige. Little boy, little girl, little kid. What if one day I choose to do something crazy out of my norm? Can you respect that? Watch Man from Toronto, the movie on Netflix. Kevin Hart tried everything, even the hard stuff. But one thing is, are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of forgiveness? Are you afraid of everything and everyone that'll give you a witness and say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Are you afraid of humility? Are you kidding me? Humility makes you the strongest person. Expression of emotion makes you a grown up, diligent, devoted to self expression. Have you lied to yourself and said, maybe I shouldn't tell him? Maybe you should. Because your lie is a dietary emotion. And guess what? Sometimes, most of the time, diets fail. Remember that diet you tried? I'm just going to live on liquids or on watermelons or just on potions. Fuck. How long did that last? The weight dropped, but then it went back up. Come on, get yourself a glass of water. before you eat. Treat yourself sometimes to some things that you want instead of that mind. Because you know what? You have to have a dietary mind. And a dietary mind means I want what I want. I don't what I don't. So change your mindset. I'm learning the same thing at the same time with you. I'm not here to be stupid. And I'm sure not here to play the fool. Honestly, I'm tired of the zero, the fool, starting over again. Can I have something 2626 that has a steer, positive, loving, classy, deserving direction? And that we all as a unit work towards that. How about that? How about a future? I don't want my future to be so relaxed. I just want it okay and neutral. You and I am I, you are you. I have a cup, you have a cup, and we create a chalice. That's what I want. This is Ace of Wands to Hierophant. Amen to our futures. Amen to what happens next. If you just open up yourself and see what's up and see what the plan is. The planet.